Mike is muted. Should have spotted that one. Evening, everyone. And as I was just saying, it's time for the first competition of the season in the Carabao Cup. And my beloved Huddersfield Town are not in it because of a stunning Preston North End performance, a 4-1. But the fact here, the important part is Preston have played 5 games in the Championship this season and they haven't conceded a single goal yet. I think they've broken a record, if I believe correctly. And along with that, they have only conceded 1 goal, and that was in the Cup to us. So just goes to show what kind of level that we're on this season. So teams are going to be very, very fearful when they come to play Huddersfield Town. But jokes aside, I'm really looking forward to seeing how what's that doing? I think the camera's a bit messed up. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's made it worse. How some of that's really not helping it. How some of the lower teams fare today, especially Preston in what will be surely their biggest challenge of the season in Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's loads better. If you are new around here, please do subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 4.8k, and then we're really, really kind of going to strive to get to 5k as soon as possible. That was always the dream for the channel. So as soon as we can get that, that would be massive. But first things first, I'm going to do what needs to be done, and I'm going to quickly make the banner because I haven't had time because this stream was very last minute. It got suggested to me by Aidan, so shout out to him. But obviously, as such, I've not really had time to do anything productive. So I'm going to have to do that now. We've got about 9 minutes till most games kick off, so we're quite fortunate there. We do have Walsall, Charlton, Shrewsbury, Burnley, and Wednesday, Rochdale. Walsall nearly half time, and that's 0-0. All 3 games are 0-0 actually, with Shrewsbury, Burnley, and Wednesday, Rochdale just be hitting the 5-6 minute mark roughly. So we're going to get this banner sorted. Walsall playing Charlton, yeah. And then we should be good to go once we've promoted the stream. Like I say, if you are new around here, please do subscribe. Please leave a like if you enjoy this content, and comment your predictions in the live chat or after the stream if you're watching it back, obviously. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing how a lot of these teams are going to fare against the obviously harder opposition. You've got Shrewsbury, Burnley, games like that. You know, there's loads of games today where Premier League teams are playing League One opposition, League Two opposition. So, you know, there's always an upset in the cup. It doesn't have to be the FA Cup to be an upset. So, like I say, really, really interested to see how that will, how teams will adapt to that. We'll say Shrewsbury, and they take on Burnley, taking on Burnley, should I say. And then Wednesday at home. What was the away? They were home. Sheffield. All of those games are still 0-0. Nothing to separate the 6 sides so far. So that's the first 3. How many do we have tonight, actually? Excluding those 3. Oh, we actually do have a lot. I need to really crack on with this. Oh, no. Fleetwood. Seriously, Brad. Fleetwood. They take on Everton. Everton doing us a massive favour at the weekend. Getting a point, obviously. I just want to see Everton stay in the league. It's not to do with anyone else. But like Aiden's just done, that's an interesting thing as well. If you think there's going to be an upset, comment who and who's going to get the goals. Score prediction, maybe. Love to see that. Crawley, Fulham. Surely Fulham aren't going to fall off that nice bit of form they've had going into the beginning of the season. What a brilliant win it was as well on a Saturday against Brentford. I'm sure the ones of you who were here for that stream will remember exactly what happened as well, and why Blake wasn't happy at all with that day of results. Newport, Portsmouth. And we'll just catch in on the comments in just a second. Once I've got quite far in this, we'll save that now in case it goes wrong. Freddie, how you doing, mate? Long time no talk. Hope you've been well, mate. And he's saying Bolton 2-1 against Villa. Villa are on a bit of a downward spiral at the moment. Things not looking great for Steven Gerrard's side. Colchester did take on Brentford. Game down south. And after that, we've got Grimsby. They're playing some team in the Midlands. Not heard of them. It's not that many more now. Stockport, Leicester City. Wow, Stockport really not where people imagine them being. After Barrow, the channel favourite, I'd like to say that Barrow are the team that we always look out for. And tonight we will be doing exactly the same. If I jotted them down, actually, they are playing tonight, aren't they? Are they not? I've definitely got... Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, I was going to say. They've got Lincoln City. We'll be jotting that down in just a sec. And we're hoping... Not like as a neutral, it doesn't really bother me, like, but we've got a thing for Barrow at the minute, so... How has Bolton versus Villa got on TV? Purely just because they're two big clubs, really. That's just it, really, I think. It's the only kind of reason I could imagine. I would have thought Norwich Bournemouth would have been on telly, to be fair. Excuse me, Cambridge, who they got again? Southampton, of course. Another one down south. Well, it's north and south, and I don't know why I've... What a silly person. Oh, I don't think, really, do I? Never really think before I talk. Of course, it's north and south. It's the north and south. Anyway, forget me. Wolves Preston, that's going to be a very interesting game. Wolves not on it at all this season. Preston, quite the opposite. I mean, like I say, they're not scoring many, but they scored 4 of their 5 goals against us in one game. So, but they conceded to us, so joke's on them. It really isn't. Joke is really on us. It's always on us. It was on us on Tuesday night. It's going to be on us on Saturday as well. Can't wait. Absolutely ecstatic in advance for that game. This is my favourite part. Kick off any minute now, actually. We really need to get cracking on now. Oxford, they've got Crystal Palace. Another one down south. Rotherham. Markham. just save that there quickly. We're nearly done, and I promise as soon as I'm done, I'm going straight to the comments and the promos, obviously. Norwich Bournemouth underway, Stevenage Peterborough underway, Bradford Blackburn underway, Walsall Charlton nearly half time, Shrewsbury Burnley, and Sheffield Wednesday Rochdale approaching at the 14th and 16th minute mark. Won't be long now until all games are underway. The last one I put was rather a Morecambe, wasn't it? Yeah. Barrow. There we are. Barrow. They post Lincoln. And then next one after that. Derby West Brom. Right, there's only 3 more, including that one. Derby. Speaking of West Brom, Ryan. 2 more now, and then we're all good. Bradford Blackburn. That'll be interesting, actually. Can Cian Harrott deliver the goods? And something else I wanted to do, like always, is who is going to get the first goal today. I mean, obviously, let's exclude the first 3 because they've been playing a lot longer, but who's going to get the first goal in all these fixtures? I'm going to say it's going to be in... I'm going to go Stevenage Peterborough. I'm going to say Peterborough are going to score nice and early. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I've gone with. What's everyone else's predictions, guys? And speaking of that, it's the last one on the... I always spell that wrong. Not spell that right at all. There we go. There we go. Look how brilliant that looks. And now... loads better. Let's have a look at all the comments now then. I'm not going to ignore you all forever. Ian says, hi, hope you're okay. I'm doing really well, mate. Thanks a lot. Hope you are too. Cian Harrott hat-trick tonight, Blue Terrier says. I was just on TV saying, hey, obviously I was on mute. Ryan Lowe's the draw specialist. Well, he's the result specialist at the minute, not conceding a goal. Score prediction is Colchester 8-0 Brentford. That's quite the scoreline. How you doing, Price? Obviously, Freddie coming in. If we beat Preston round 1, we would have drawn against Forest at home because we would have had Grimsby's number. That's not something I'd like to have seen, to be honest. Not at our stage, at this stage. W, Lucas, how you doing, mate? Grimsby 12 for shock, I hope. That would be hilarious. Indeed, it would. Hello, Darcy. West Brom being awful in the Steve Bruce. And they've just got going in the same week they have to play us. Even better. It just gets better and better. I hadn't had the best starts I can see is getting a point. Yeah, and they have just won their first game. Round 3 prediction, Norwich, Fulham to both get through. Hi, I love these videos. Thank you very much indeed. Fleetwood to beat Everton and Grimsby to win on pens. That'd be very interesting. That. Do you think Town are going down? It's too early to tell. Obviously, we have got the first win, but there might be a goal at Cambridge, and it might be for the away side. Southampton, have they just taken an early lead in the 4th minute? We'll just have a quick look here because we might have our first goal really early. We'll just have a look now. Is there a goal for Southampton? Possibly not. Possibly just talk. No goal. No goal. Newport Portsmouth, the last of all games to get underway, only just kicking off now. One result doesn't mean they'll follow it up. They've always been inconsistent under Bruce. True enough. True enough, mate. We'll just have to see. But we've not been anything special. You know, we've only beaten Stoke, who have not really done anything. Kachunga nearly scored outside the box, just wide. Be great to see him get back up to what we all know he's capable of. So injuries really did make for a how could you explain it? An unfortunate end to his town time, but we'll never forget him for that first season, for what he did in the Championship. Absolutely ridiculous numbers for a winger, ridiculous input as well for a winger. This wasn't cut out in the Premier League. True, he did get that goal at Watford and then got injured straight after, so we didn't really get a chance to find out, did we? Unfortunate end. His town time, like I say. No goals yet, and this is meant to be the time where all the goals come in, which will give me time to promote stream. It's what it will do. Start Pat Jones over Sorba. I wouldn't start Pat Jones straight away. Yeah, we're a bit of individual brilliance. I wouldn't start him straight away, but I wouldn't be starting Sorba either. I don't think Sorba's done anything this season that's been of any kind of real. He got an assist at Birmingham, obviously, but nothing really. Nothing really nothing really, jumping up at me, kind of saying, "Oh yeah, he did this." He got 2 assists, has he? Oh yeah, because they're a corner. But no, the rest of his game hasn't been where it should be, which kind of annoys me that we didn't sign Sinani, because Sinani had that dead ball ability as well. But I would be starting Radone, Tino, and my mind's just gone blank. My mind has gone really blank. I forgot who we have as players. That's really what life's come to. Let me have a quick look at something. Who did what and who played against Stoke? Because I'm pretending that thing didn't happen. Norwich didn't happen in my eyes. Kamara start. I wouldn't just yet. I would actually play, right? I would like to see us play Tino, Ward. No, I would start Sorba. I lie. I would start Sorba, right, because of his dead ball ability, but he really does need to improve the rest of his game. No, but I know what you're saying, Hennis, but I would have Rodoni in the middle. I thought he had a really good impact in the middle. We're hearing news of a goal, and it's Lincoln Barrow. It's not to be. Barrow, it was fun while it lasted, and Wolves have scored as well. So Preston have just conceded their second goal of the season, and it's Raul Jimenez, who I believe has just come back from injury. So can Preston and Barrow get back into their respective games? Obviously, with it being the Cup, they stand every chance. But Wolves 1-0 and on track for their Dwayne Holmes. I thought Holmes looked really well when he come on against Stoke. I think he's better as an impact player. I just that's what I think about him really. I think he's not really ever doing anything in his face like, oh my god, I can't believe he's just done that. when he started, but when he comes on, he's like, yeah, wow, fair enough. Any more goals? Come on, give us some goals. There's only been 2. And there might be one at Hillsborough. Have Sheffield Wednesday just taken a lead? Have they? We're waiting to see if there's been anything big. Goal! Sheffield Wednesday, they take a lead in the 24th minute. Obviously, they're about 13 minutes ahead of the average games that started at 10 minutes ago at quarter time. But Sheffield Wednesday goal, we'll just go over and see who got that in just a second. The Sheffield Wednesday goal, surely this is going to be the start of their night being made a lot easier, and hopefully for their case, maybe a comfortable win. But we'll just see. Any more goals? Lots of teams having a slow start. Yeah, we're only 10 minutes in. That's not kick them whilst they're down. Who do you think will be going up in the Championship? I think rumours of us getting Heelick from Barnsley. Seriously, that would be big. He's a top player. Him. He's a top player, Heelick. Yes, Barnsley went down with him, but I think he's a really good centre half. I'd be welcoming him to town with open arms. Simpson, it's not a great record, is it? But we'll take a chance on him. With the same with we'll see if what is it? I've just gone blank again. What is wrong with me? I've just gone blank. We'll look at the scores and see if it jogs it. Simpson, has not got the best goal scoring record, but take a chance. Obviously, Nichols, along with Ward and the rest of them, eventually players came good. So, well, more so eventually with Ward, but Nichols was an instant success. And Portsmouth may have gotten a lead, and Barrow may be equalising. The dream for Barrow may be back on. It may be. Stay with me. And Barrow have equalised. Of course it's Barrow. Jack, you've got 2-1. Well, it's 1-1. Back on track for Barrow. And I believe a goal for Portsmouth. Wow. There we go. Barrow coming up with the goods. Barrow, they're just like a channel favourite already. Fair play, Barrow. Oh, they know what they're doing, Barrow, don't they? I say, right, if I think we just sign their team. I think we'll be all right if we sign their team. Need a new attacking left back that we had. Toffel need a new attacking left back. I don't know. It all depends on what style we're going for. Because I've still not seen really what kind of what the style is yet. We'll soon be aware. I want to say about defending things. Pillin has scored for Bournemouth today. Oh, has he? Is he actually though? Like, oh no. Right, okay. I got the joke, don't worry. But I was wondering if it was true as well. I do think we need to improve his defensive ability as well. Right, and I do agree with you on that one. But as long as we've got King, gimme Yuta Nakayama, I'm reserved. But we haven't got Lees, which is massive. So that's why I think that West Brom could be very difficult. Yeah, there is no identity. We just take Terrier spirit off at best. But we love the club. We'll see how it goes. It might not be doom and gloom just yet. And Southampton may have got that goal that we were talking about earlier. We did see a little spike, maybe saying that they'd got a goal, but it wasn't correct. This one is Southampton. Pearson is a massive loss for us, agreed. And Southampton have got their goal at Cambridge. Cambridge, are you going to do a Barrow? Could get Sol Bamba in. I think we're a bit. I think he's a bit past it though. He's a bit. That Elick would be a right signing. If we get that Elick, have Crawley just taken a lead against Fulham. I'm seeing that they might have they, and have Derby just scored against West Brom. 2 massive goals, if true. Well, hang on. Will Crawley have and Derby have? Crawley 1-0 up against Fulham. I said surely Fulham couldn't. But wow. And who was the other one? Derby did. At home to West Brom. Heerlich is very tall, not me a ball playing centre half, is it? But this is what I mean. Though. It's like, have we got a ball playing centre half at the moment? Because I won't say Lees is. I think we just tried to train him into one. I wouldn't have said that Boyle was one, but we still kind of signed him. I think we just got to get the best of what we can get and kind of damage limitation for this season, really, in my eyes. Just keep the points as high as we can for me. Excuse me. Is Healy better than what we have already? I don't know who he'd be in for, but at the minute we've got Nakayama and Edmonds Green. So I'd say, yeah, I think he's better than Edmonds Green. I think he's more proven in this league. Goal, Bradford, I'm hearing. Bradford have scored and have Newport equalised against Pompey. And have Forest scored. Bradford have scored. Confirmation of that. Let's hope the other 2 are lies. Bradford have taken a lead against Blackburn. We'll go see if it was Keane Harrett. And Newport have scored and Forest have scored. Oh, God. City ground this, City ground that. Newport equalised against Portsmouth. And they've scored. We'll go see if it were Keane Harrett, because that's really all we care about. Was it Keane Harrett? It wasn't. It was Cook, who is the other man leading, the other man up top with Keane Harrett today. It is loading Andy Cook. Not Cook, Andy Cook. All right, Bryce. Well, That's made everything a bit more of a barrel of laughs, but ho hum. Creature's having a class season. Yeah, I've heard the same also. Two goals in 16 minutes in that thing game though, that Newport County Portsmouth game, and 20th minute in the Barrow game, and there's been 2 goals as well. You can't say that them games haven't been the Hogg has been stand-up player this season for me, but I don't know about you. I don't think we have a stand-up player. I'd probably say Lee Nichols, because he's the only one that can count on. Saved the penalty, kept us in the game when we won. Otherwise, we'd have lost. If we'd have conceded that rate, the game done. Like, we've seen it happen against Birmingham and Preston. We concede 1 goal, that's it. Game's gone. So, for me, it's just Lee. It's the only reason we have 3 points is Lee. Build a statue now. It's always Lee. It always has been Lee. Always will be Lee. Always. I'll be writing poems about him. Have Norwich taken a lead at Carrow Road against Premier League opposition Bournemouth? Yes, they have, and have Villa scored against Bolton. Confirmation Norwich have Villa. Nothing for Villa. Villa goal offside. But Norwich have taken their lead against Bournemouth. Where are we at elsewhere? Plenty of games. Still 0-0. Offside goal for Villa. Thank you, Henners and Pricey. We just missed a goal. Sheffield Wednesday could have doubled their lead before half-time. Have they? Is it going to be, we can see you sneaking out for the Rochdale fans? Is it going to be that case? I think it might. It will be that case. 2 goals in the 36th minute. Former Town player Jaden Brown getting the first one. And who's got this one? Who has got this one with a heavily rotated side as well? We'll just wait on confirmation who got that, and we'll just put it in the banner to confirm that Sheffield Wednesday have doubled their lead. And who's got that goal? Dele Bashuru is the goal scorer. Have Bolton. Bolton have just taken a lead against Villa. Wow. How the tables turn. Is it Elias Kachunga? It's not. It's Dion Charles, the strike partner. What is it with strike partners today? But Bolton won't care, because they lead against Premier League opposition, Aston Villa. Could that be the upset? Because it's the only one so far that's a massive upset as well. Suppose the upset would be as well Barrow not winning 5-0. Simple tapping. Terrible from Callum Chambers. Right, okay, so obviously not defending as well as he should be. Right, I did a preview for West Brom. I will be doing, and it will be Thursday night is when it will be. Thursday night, that'll be. We're hoping to get a guest on. We're just going to sort times out and see if they are available. Nothing really going on at the minute. Can take this opportunity to promote stream. No goal shouts. No, none. Speaking of Gerrard, I read a stat today. Just goes to show how good this player is, right? Kevin De Bruyne is 3 assists away from breaking Steven Gerrard's assists. Well, not record, but his assists. And he's played 200 less games or something. That just goes to show what KDB is capable of. And we're gone really quiet. Excuse me, I'm really quiet. We're not going to get a new coach, Tom. That's just the reality. So we have to back Schofield whilst he's here. We've got to win now, so we know what we're capable of. We just have to remain consistent and hope that Schofield can get the best out of this team. But yeah. Have Everton taken a lead at Fleetwood? They might have done. We'll come back to that. Have they? I think they might have done. They have, yes. 28-minute goal, and Wolves may have doubled their lead as well. Is this where it goes wrong for Preston? Well, conceding goals-wise, Demarai Gray with his second in 2 games, and Wolves have doubled their lead. It's not looking good for Preston. They've done well to not concede in the league, but in the Carabao Cup, it's 3 goals now in 2 games. Charlton also concede to score against Walsall, and Everton have got their first goal. So Charlton, that were a very deep voice. Charlton, I sound like Kermit. Charlton, Everton, and a Wolves second. I think Preston are all but down and out. Fortunately for them. Portsmouth may be getting back into their game against Newport. Have they retaken a lead? Let's see, have they? Have Portsmouth scored? I'd try and have a look at the Wolves score. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know how I'd get to see it, but Portsmouth have doubled their lead in the 26th minute. Portsmouth not quitting. Let's hope Barrow don't. Blackburn might have just equalised against Bradford. And Sheffield Wednesday might have just tripled their lead before half-time. I think Rochdale fans are heading for the cars and getting the engines warm. By the sounds of it. Both Blackburn and Sheffield Wednesday have scored. Wednesday have tripled the lead. Like I say, Rochdale fans could be on the way out already. That's Sheffield Wednesday 3, Rochdale 0. Excuse me. And Bradford City 1, Blackburn Rovers 1. Interesting how this is going today. Obviously, we're about 10 minutes away just yet, but I will remind everyone that at half-time, what we will do is we will go and take a quick break, go get a drink, and we will be back ready for the second half of fixtures. This will happen when the when the 7:45 kickoff fixtures all blow for half time, with Newport Portsmouth 5 minutes behind the rest of them, which is slightly annoying, but sometimes these things happen. I'm all what's wrong with me? I won't going to say anything all inspiring then. It's 5 minutes later. Big deal. But what was I just going to do? Yes, that was it. Are we going to get some more goals before half time? Hopefully we are. Is there going to be another one? No big chances at the minute. Not many at all. Nothing at the moment. We've gone really quiet. Especially in a game like Stockport Leicester, you'd expect it, and Forest may have doubled their lead. When I said goals, I wasn't meaning there, but I think they've doubled their lead, and against Grimsby, you would expect them to. No, O'Brien or Toffolo involved in that game as well. Interesting. They have doubled their lead, indeed. Yates captaining them this evening. He got the first goal. And who has got the second? We'll just wait for confirmation of who's got that second goal in just a second. Forest doubling their lead against Riversbet. Not to be for the team on the East Coast. Have Villa equalised? They might have done. They have. They have equalised. A bit of fight from Steven Gerrard's side. I would also take Santos from Bolton. I think he's a top player. I think he'd be very useful for us. Who got that second goal for Forest? It was Sam Surridge who got that goal. Like I say though, guys, if you are new around here, please do leave a like. Please subscribe. And share the stream about and get as many people in here as we can. Excuse me. Half time at Sheffield Wednesday, Aidan says. He is right. Yeah, exactly, Gollum. Carabao was unmatched until he got injured, and something just happened. I don't know what happened, but he just wasn't that same player as in the lockdown season. You couldn't beat him at one point, but excuse me. Yeah, you couldn't beat him at one point, and then all of a sudden, it just flipped. Any more goals before half time? Have Blackburn turned the game completely around on the head and taken a lead. They have. Bradley not getting the first one in the 31st minute. And now in the 39th, they've doubled their goal tally and now go ahead. Just on the stroke of half time. How are you, Bradman, mate? I'm good, mate. I'm doing all right, mate. Yourself? Just you know, you think about chances on Saturday. I don't think we could play these at a worse time when they've just scored 5. But so we are the home side, so we need to show them that we're not a pushover, which we may be, but we can't show them that we are. And we have to be the first to second ball like we were against Stoke and want it. And if we want it, if you want something, like if you put the effort in, then what the hell is down there? If you want if you want to win the second ball, then the quality will come with it. And as we speak about this, Brentford have just taken a lead at Colchester. Mark and scoring the second for Blackburn, and Brentford have just scored the first goal of that game at Colchester. Colchester, Brentford. I hope you're right, Ryan. But honestly, I can't really see us rolling West Brom over now on Saturday. I just don't see it, to be honest, mate. Wish we were wrong. Keane, Lewis Potter, he's got his first goal for his new club, Brentford. We're delighted with that. And most games now heading into that 41st minute, only Newport Portsmouth, the anomaly. We're at home, we can win. We can win, but I don't really kind of put it in the back of my mind and say that we will. All depends on the talent team turns up. We're getting a mixed bag at the minute, so we'll just have to see which time we do get, because it's not obvious. No more goals as most games are getting ready to blow for half time. Agreed, Barbz, as long as we keep tight, the first minute should be golden. Yeah, we do play better after that, mate. I think that's his chance, really. We have to want it. We have to show passion and get the basics right. If you're not going to be the first or second ball, ultimately they're going to have more of it and more to do in the final third with it. And we are. So if we don't have that opportunity, then we're not gonna go far, are we? Bournemouth have equalised in that game at Carrow Road. Yeah, come on, Barrow. Yeah, Boyle really not exactly. This is what Tyler are doing to me. Boyle's really not impressed me at all. Neither is Edmonds Green. But one of them has to play on Saturday, I think. So I was reminiscing about Carlin Grant earlier and thinking about how good we were when we had him. But yeah, Douglas Luiz scored directly from the corner. I've just seen that. Wow. I don't think he aim it or. Let's have a look at this Bolton goal. Penalty at Wolves. Wolves' evening just gets better and better. Bolton were brilliant playing, yeah, like you said, tapping. Traore's goal. 1-2. Oh my. 2-star weak foot, not anymore. Volley on the left foot. And MK Dons have taken a lead against Watford. So Let's look. Excuse me. MK Dons score on the brink of half time. And at Vicarage Road as well. And have Wolves scored? Penalty missed. Could this be a chance for Preston to get back into it? Probably not, but we've seen what Blackpool were capable of at the weekend. The Preston fancy challenging themselves. Fulham will make changes, they'll come back. Oh, absolutely. I've no doubt that Fulham will come back in that game. Yeah, I believe they will also. Town should get Ian Everett in. That name rings a bell. He's trying to trick me. No, he isn't. He's a manager. Bolton manager. I don't really think he'd be capable of changing what's already kind of broken with us, if that makes sense. Norwich Bournemouth half-time, Stevenage Peterborough goalless half-time, Bradford Blackburn half-time. Most games in that 45, 46, 47 mark. Just waiting now. If he's a player smacked his leg in the post. That's not good. I did see that Will Grigg had gone off in the 40th minute, so another injury is not going to be what MK Dons need, really. It's actually a really nice goal from Forest for the first one. I'm just looking now. Bit of an over-exaggerated celebration against Grimsby, but it's a top finish. I can't criticise that at all. So I'm just looking for bites, talking about the celebration. Most of the games now, half-time, couple. We're just waiting for. I want to go have a quick drinks break because we've been running around, obviously. No, I'm joking. We're going to have a quick drinks break because streaming is hard work. And we'll be back when the second half starts for most of these games. So in a couple of minutes, we're going to go to that break. Stockport Leicester still goalless. Would not expect that. Same goes for Shrewsbury but Burnley, but it's looking like both the teams expected to be down and out in those games are doing a really good job at defending. So I can't knock that. I like the underdog to win, so let's go Crawley. Absolutely. That's what the cup's for. So see all those lower league teams go for it. No goals before half-time then. Just waiting now on Watford MK Dons, Derby West Brom, Crawley Fulham, Shrewsbury Burnley, and of course Newport Portsmouth, which is 4 minutes behind. How long was added on in the MK Dons game? Imagine a while, because it's on the 50th now. Same goes for Crawley Fulham. What we're going to do is we're going to mute the mic, turn the camera off, and go get a quick drink, and then we'll be back when the scores are coming back in again. 46-minute Newport Portsmouth. Just waiting now on those 4 games. What's going on in them? They're all in the 50th. Must be some serious injuries that took place earlier on in the first half. Sheffield Wednesday Rochdale back underway on the other side of the coin. Watford NK Dons half time. The visitors are ahead. Half time Crawley, Fulham, and now we're just looking towards Shrewsbury Burnley and Newport Portsmouth. No idea what's going on up at Shrewsbury in the 51st minute. Burnley could have got one in that time. In fact, no, Burnley are in the second half now. So it was just Newport Portsmouth, but Burnley have scored. Speak of the devil, Burnley were one of the games that kicked off earlier, I believe. Yeah, they were. Well, they've taken their lead. They play to Burnley. Clarets ahead on their away trip. As you would expect, though. And Newport Portsmouth has blown for half-time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for a quick break now. I'll see you guys when the scores are back rolling in. Coming back to you now, and most of the games are back underway. There might be a chance at salvation for Preston. Preston might have got one back. They have. Preston score straight after the break. Could this be a comeback? We'll just have to see. Obviously, Wolves missing that penalty could prove costly. Especially if Preston go and get another now. That'll go straight to penalties, I believe. Interesting for Preston. You can't say they're not entertaining us. So Preston have got that goal. And who got it? It was Woodburn. So Preston on the front foot now. Excuse me. Also Charlton, full-time whistles going at any minute there. Excuse me again. And Charlton will be advancing to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Ridiculous odds for Preston to get a draw out of this. They're still backing Wolves as they would. So we'll just have to wait and see how Preston respond to that. 2-1 Fulham, hopefully. We're hearing in the chat. So 1-0 down to Crawley. That's not kicked off just yet. What lineup have Fulham played? Have they changed? Oh my God, it is very changed. There's Carabao in there. Rodak. Is that Issa Diop? I'm not seeing a lot of big names. No, Mitrovic anyways. Yeah, I think Charlton are definitely going through now, and so will Sheffield Wednesday. That's the only two that we can be certain of at the minute. Obviously, Preston, I would have said certainly that Wolves would have been going through, but Preston have proved me wrong. Let's hope they can, let's hope for the underdog. Let's hope that Preston can get another one and another after that. Why not? Same goes for Grimsby. Absolutely no reason why. Just really like Grimsby. Underdog. Always. Same for... Not for Bradford, no. Same for Cambridge. And Barrow, but Barrow, no, a stranger to a comeback. No stranger to anything. They're not an underdog. Best team in the league by far. Long live Barrow. Although, not everyone. Yeah, Fulham's focus will be Spiral. Gillingham Exeter is still not kicked off again. Newport Portsmouth, obviously not, because that was 5 minutes behind. But interesting with Gillingham Exeter, that's goalless as well. Stockport underdogs. I'd really like to see a goal now. It's only Preston that have really come out with their game plan to go for it up and running. But apart from Preston, no one else has had a bite yet. Gillingham Exeter is now underway again. And Newport Portsmouth confirmation that has kicked off now for the second half. No excitement for us at the moment. Let's go to the stats. Wolves Preston. 7 on target for Wolves, 3 for Preston. So obviously in the Wolves favouring, Preston having more dangerous attacks though. Alan Brown coming on, very key player for Preston. Will we see Brad Potts come on and score a volley just like he did at Kenilworth Road the other week? What a goal that was. FA Cup is so much better. Yeah, I do agree. Can't wait for the FA Cup. Hopefully we have a good cup run, but I'm not like what's the word? I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, we can barely win in the league as it is. So to do it with the B team in the cup's going to be even bigger ask. But we'll see. We shall see. And Crawley have doubled their lead. Speaking of Fulham. Ants, Leicester, how are we doing, Ant? Long time no talk, mate. We're not very good at football, you say. I think Rodgers could be the first to go this season along with David Moyes. I've said that to a couple of friends. What's your take on it, mate? Obviously, you watch him more than me. I just see the results. What's the football like at the minute, mate? I know you say he's not very good. And a bit like my camera, but what's going on, mate? But big talking point, Crawley double their lead against Fulham. That's the upset by the looks of things. Hope so. Brendan should have gone last year, Ant says. Interesting. Crawley 2. Fulham 0 now. And surely the odds have got to be with Crawley now. You would say so, wouldn't you? They would be. Excuse me. Yes, they would be. Crazy. Have Southampton double their lead. They have. Southampton are 2-0 up against Cambridge, and surely that's enough to seal their place through into the next round. Ant says that. Why is it doing that? The reason why they want Rodgers gone is because he has fallen out with everyone, causing club legend, you would say, Kasper Schmeichel to leave after 12 years. Obviously, that goalkeeping position's not really been properly sorted, has it? And Newport have equalised against Portsmouth. And MK Dons have doubled their lead against Watford. Oh my. There we go. Just goes to show. Two 0 MK Dons. 2-0 What is going on with this cameraman? Useless. 2-0 Crawley. 2-0 MK Dons. And Newport Portsmouth 2-2. This half is getting more interesting as time goes on, and the posh Peterborough are going to carry on their ridiculous stint of form at the minute. I'm hearing they might have just scored at Stevenage, and it's been ruled offside. Close for the posh. Close, but not quite. How you doing, Brad? Ben, I'm doing good, mate. Yourself, how are you doing? Like I always say, guys, if you are new around here, please do leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 4.8k as soon as we can. And we're also aiming for, say, 20 likes on this stream. If we could get that, that'd be massive. We're really trying to get 5k now as soon as possible. So any support with that is always greatly appreciated. Excuse me. All quiet on the Western Front at the minute. No more goals just yet. Really quiet at the moment. Like we have it in spells where we have loads of action and then none, and then loads of action and then none. And that's what it's looking like at the moment. Nothing really at the minute. We're going really quiet at the moment. Brendan Rodgers is more of a talking point in the stream. than the football. Aston Villa penalty. Bolton doing well to begin with, but now Aston Villa have a chance to put the odds in their favour and to send them through to the next stage in the Carabao Cup. Have they took that chance? We'll come back to that. Have they took the chance? Aston Villa yellow card. Time wasting perhaps. Maybe he's argued with one of the players. Or is he stuttered in the run-up or something? I'm really confused right now. Bolton yellow card as well. So what's he getting at now, the ref? Have they missed it? Have they taken it? Oh, right, okay. Yellow card for Joe Dixon. Douglas Luiz have got one as well because he's having a fight with Kachunga. Kachunga's also got one. But the penalty's still to be taken as far as I'm concerned. Ings taking the ball. He's taking on the responsibility. Goal. Goal, Villa. And Shrewsbury equalise at home to Burnley. So 10 minutes left in that one. But that might not be over because Shrewsbury are not giving up without a fight. Evening, Kyle. Hope you're well, mate. Well, Villa have come back completely and Shrewsbury are all square now. That will go straight to penalties, I believe. There is no extra time in the Carabao Cup, is there? Is that just the first round? I get confused. So the goalkeeper was the one who got the card. So you were tripped a player up. Offside Shrewsbury. Oh no. That's gutting. That game might well be done and dusted now then. You'd back Burnley to see it out now with the chance getting ruled out. That's gutting for Shrewsbury. And that's just sometimes how the game goes. Watching Jada Brown's goal. Wow, what a hit. Edge of the box. Thing going on at the minute. Like I say, guys, if you are new around here, and thank you so much. We've reached our like target. We aimed for 20 likes and we got 21 already, which is massive. But if you are enjoying, please do not hesitate to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you are new around here. Like I said, we're trying to get 5k ASAP. That has always been the dream since I got 1k. So as soon as we can get that, I will be absolutely ecstatic. Any news on Palace? No. Both Stockport Leicester and Oxford Palace have been really, really quiet. Not even chances from what I've heard. Villa might be getting their third now, though. It might be done and dusted. And all wrapped up for Steven Gerrard's side, it is 3-1. 3-1 Aston Villa. And surely now that's Bolton's night over and done with. Luca Dean on the score sheet. Steven Gerrard will be delighted that his side have been able to battle back, dig deep, and get back ahead and get another one after that, just to seal the just to seal it. I'm sure he'll be really happy with that response. Most of these games now getting into that 68th, 70th minute. It's only 20 to go for some of these, but there is penalties on others. So we'll just see. Not loads going on at the minute. Except that Villa comeback. Quite instant as well, it was. How does this content awards thing work? Well, as far as I'm aware, you get nominated like a lot of people have done for me, and I was massively grateful for how many people did. A lot did. So I may get nominated. If I do, that's like ridiculous. That's the goal for me. You know, it's not about winning it. It's just about getting noticed. And then if I get nominated, I think like I go to the. I guess I just go and see who wins. Could be me. Could be one of the other 15, 10 candidates they name for it. I don't know how that works. I followed it vaguely in previous years, but I didn't put my name forward because I wasn't as established as I am now. I didn't have the numbers that I do have now. I didn't have the content that I do have now, the editing skills, etc. Now I feel like it's a good time to put my name forward for it. We'll see. We'll see. As long as if I get nominated, that's kind of the win for me, because you know, to be named on people to be named alongside people that are going for it. You know, like Lee Charles, the Blackpool fan channel. His content is so good, and I even said I watched his video at Burnley. Really great video, really well edited. He even said, "Best of luck, mate. You know, all the best." Like, if someone like he was to win it, and I was to, I don't know if they do like a third, second, and first or whatever, right? But if he was to win it and I was to come like third, like that's like such a win for me. If that was how it worked, I don't know, but obviously that would be such a win for me, because like to be in the same kind of bracket as someone like him is such an honor, really. You know, it's and obviously this award is specifically for EFL content creators. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes. Like I say, I know Lee's gone for it. I know a couple others. I know Turf Morehouse, Dan, who's been on the channel a couple of times. He went for the new content creator. So obviously of March or May 2020 and later. So yeah, just really excited to see where it goes. If I get nominated, I get nominated. If I don't, we go again next year. I'm not really planning on going anywhere. If we do get nominated, that's class. It's just the dream, really. We go there, we have a good day, and we go meet some new great people that also create content. There's no negative part of it all, really. There's always more opportunity if it goes wrong. So we're quite positive in regard to that. But I have to thank you guys, because obviously a lot of people they're very kind of, a lot of people nowadays, not a lot, some, that's not a fair thing to say, some they let things get to their head, and unfortunately it doesn't end well for them. Like they start to lose their humble side, and I've always been humble, because people come up to me and they're like they're so like, oh yeah, I'm so grateful for what you do, but I'm no more of a person than the rest of everyone else. Like, I just make content and people love it, and I love that they love it, and that's just always how it's been. Don't get me wrong, I make myself better as a person by doing it. That's how I feel, but I don't make myself a better person than others. I make myself a better person mentally. Not only mentally, I not like mentally, negatively, and positively, but like in more of an academic and intellectual. That's how it's helped me over the years. There's a lot of people on the platform that don't know how to conduct themselves. Palace have just taken a lead at Oxford, quiet all game, and they've got their lead now. And I'm surely you would back Palace to see that out, but they might go for another one. But yeah, the point I'm making is there are a lot of good eggs in this respect, but there are also a lot of bad. I'll never name them for it, but ultimately a lot of people see a number and it goes a bit bad for him. But I mean, I'm just your average guy. Like I used to be in Camel Club every weekend, and people come up to me like, "Oh, great video over there, Brad." I'm like, "Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks. What part did you enjoy most?" "Oh, yeah, it were good celebrations. Liked how you edited it." "Cheers, mate. Fancy a drink?" "Yeah, of course, mate. Cheers." Yeah. You know, just that's one of the best parts of all this is, yes, being recognised is a great feeling, but it's not being recognised. It's the reasoning behind it. It's people appreciating what you do. It's not like if you did something bad and people are like, "Oh, look who it is." Like, you know, it's such a great feeling when you're around the right people. But I've always been a big believer that it's not where you go or what you do really. Sometimes it's who it's with. I think the company is the most important part of any journey and any event. And speaking of, well, not speaking of anything, but speaking of football, Morecambe have taken a lead at Rotherham. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this football content awards. And you know, the way I look at things now is I didn't always have the best mindset that I do now, but the way I look at it, right, is let's say I didn't get nominated. The people that do get nominated, I just have to look at what they're doing, and I have to get up to their level. And then next year, I go again. And if you say I do get nominated, and there's like 4 people that get more votes, or however it works, again, I do the same process. Like, I've got a lot to learn from the likes of Lee Charles, who does the videos for Blackpool. Like, he puts out some quality stuff. You know, and so do so many other people. You know, I could go on forever in people that bring good content. I think what's he? I spoke with him before. I know he's going for the Young Content Creator Award. Actually, he was asking if people would look at his content and vote for him. I believe he's the Bristol fan. Is it Robin on tour? Robin's on tour. Ben. You know, I think I've had a long day. Yeah, Robin's on tour. Ben, you know, from what I can tell, he's only a young lad, and he's absolutely smashing it, right, on the Bristol stuff, the neutral stuff. You know, he's interviewing people outside the ground with a microphone. The kid's going far. Like, the only regret I have really with all this is that I didn't start it sooner. But you know, it's all changed on how it works now. You know, we didn't always used to have a StreamYard, and I didn't know how to work it. We didn't always have good camera quality and storage. You know, loads of things have got better with time. So that's kind of where my good content came. You know, as my life got easier, it was easier for me to edit better content. But like I say, whatever happens in all that awards, I'm just grateful to be mentioned in the first place. You know, I've had about 100 nominations maybe on Instagram. To me, that is like ridiculous, because like 100 people in a room, that's like, I mean, even when I look at like 4K plus, you know, if there are people in a room, that's like a fifth of the stadium's attendance. Like, that's crazy to me. But you know, it's just, I'm just a person who brings content out, and if I make their day better, then it makes me a better kind of person in myself for it, and enjoy what I do with YouTube. So, you know, This is what I mean. I'm having a good time doing it at the minute. Brendan Rodgers isn't though, as we're seeing in the chat. Is there any teams that aren't? Forest might have tripled their lead. Oh, we're talking about such a positive, wholesome thing, and Forest go and score. That's it. Go and make the day even better. Yeah, Grimsby were already down and out in that game, but they're definitely down, out, and crawling for the exits by the looks of things. Preston didn't capitalise on that goal they scored just after half-time. Looking like that's just going to be a consolation goal. Who made you want to start vlogging the town games? Great question. So it all goes back now. I've been vlogging 4 years. So it started at Leicester. Funnily enough, it started at Leicester when we played them in our first Prem season. When, so I remember Mahrez scored an absolute, well, to me it was a screamer. Then Slimani chipped our keeper, and Albrighton finished it off for a 3-0 win. And my vlogging skills back then were absolutely atrocious. And I didn't get any of the game. It was all me. Now I like to balance it. Maybe sometimes I get more of the game, but that's just what people ask for. So obviously I know people want to see what my side of talking sometimes, but a big part of it as well is the game itself, you know, the angles. But yeah, it was at King Power and when Leicester beat us 3-0. And that was the first one I ever did. I literally just, it was my first Prem away day. So I just thought, do you know what? We're going to record it today and see if we can make a video from it. And I got 2K views. And then the next day I was like, I got to do this when we play West Ham. I got to do this when we play such and such. Slowly but surely I kept going. And then I made that 20K view video when Arsene Wenger left. And that was crazy. But again, didn't have the skills that I do now back then. That was quite lucky with the timings. For me, the turning point, what would be the turning point? I need to update the Forest score. The turning point would be, where did it all get a bit silly? Where it started to get when I start to get noticed for it, obviously. I think I'd like to say just before lockdown, I think. Probably say just before lockdown. Yeah, Burnley won their game Wednesday. Any minute now, going to win their game. But yeah, in answer to the question, mate, I randomly picked up my phone and I just went for it. And I've never looked back. You know, some of the videos I've made, I sit back on a night and I watch and I ask myself a couple of things. I say, one, how did I do that? Like edit it that way? Because you've got to love what you create. You know, you've got to love your own stuff. Newport might have turned this game on its head and stole passage to the next stage of the cup. Have they? They have. 3-2 Newport. Pompey in despair. And I've made some videos where I've been like, how did I even do that? But I have surprised myself sometimes. But you've got, like I say, you've got to be proud of what you create. I think what was a good one I made? Good video, editing everything, sound. Southampton away in the season before COVID. That was a good one. There's another one. I think a big one I made, right, and that I was really proud of was the Huddersfield Town relegation favourites to Premier League dreamers. I think from where I stand on that, I smashed every part of that video. The thumbnail was great. You know, it was where I was editing, and I was editing it, and it was like a trailer for the playoffs. And I still to this day I'm so proud of that video. Norwich might have just stole it as well at home to Bournemouth. Have they done so? They might have done. They have. 2-1 Norwich. That video was so good. And I'm never going to hype my own stuff up unless I do think it's good. That video I'll always be proud of. And the best part about it was I made the first half, the first third of it, and then I got home one night, absolutely battered, been drinking all day, and edited the rest of it like I was sober. I edited one of my best videos drunk. I no idea how I did it, but how it turned out, it was I was really proud of it, to be fair. One of the only videos I'd ever bring up. Norwich. Doesn't it sometimes feel like a chore though, having to I get what you're saying, but I'm quite good with what I do. Again, it sounds like I'm being arrogant, but I've just got that used to it now that I don't really miss much. The only goals that aren't on camera are the ones where you can't see anything, so there's no point, and I just get the celebrations in. But I guess it's just part of my routine now. Like I just know when something's gonna happen. I've got a feeling with a lot of it, and I what's he said? Brad, there's abuse. Where not seen this. Barrow, please, he said. Wait, Sadio, I got Stockport shot off the line. I get what he meant. It wasn't directed at anyone, but still, people can get offended at that language. So I totally get your point. It's not aimed at him, but just be mindful of what you're saying and try use the correct language if you can. Van Dijk, yeah, it was awful yesterday. Go on, Barrow. Go on, Barrow. Do it. Do it for the Brad Barbz YouTube channel. No, I'm just used to it now. And how do you keep hold of your phone when you fall down in the stadium? And oh yeah, do it for Jack as well, obviously. How do I keep hold of my phone? That is a great question, Tom. I believe Tom put it. To be perfectly honest, right? How I guess I've just got that used to knowing when it's gonna. I've got that used to knowing when it's gonna get like limbs like that. I've got such a good grip. Like my phone, right? This is my phone case. That's my phone case. It's broke. That was what it was meant to be, and it's been broke a while now. I need to get a new one, really. But as soon as I put my phone in, it does work. Like as soon as my phone goes in, this part doesn't come off because it clicks in. So it's broke, but it does its job. Like I don't think I've ever dropped my phone really. Like I fall before the phone does. That phone's protected more than like an insurance clause. Seriously, it is. But excuse me. I'm just like, I think I just get it now. Like I just know that I just know which part of it to hold, and I mean, right, it's like you said, like Coventry last season. I don't know if you're referencing because of the video or because you saw me there, right? For context, Coventry last season, I can't like encourage people to do this on stream because my audience has spread from a younger amount to a higher amount to a varied, different group of majorities, minorities, you know. But obviously, I drink, and when I go to football, I like to drink. I like to drink a lot because it helps with the problem of watching Town sometimes. And Coventry last season, I had a majority of a bottle of Jägermeister by 10 o'clock. So not a great decision from me, really. And I was absolutely battered. But it was a bit of a sad day, to be fair, because we were kind of saying goodbye to Daryl, the Town fan. We were doing a minute's applause for him. I was a bit gutted. Oh my God, Barrow! Have Barrow done it? Barrow, go on, Barrow might have done it again. No, Southampton have tripled their lead. Villa might have quadrupled. Barrow have scored in the 88th minute. Jack, 2-1. It's coming in, lad. If you want to put your money on a team, and I can't encourage gambling, back Barrow. Always Barrow. It will always be Barrow. How far is Barrow from Huddersfield? I'm going to a game. Third in League 2. They should be top. Barrow in Furness. It's in the Lake District. No, it's not. It's in Lancashire. What am I about? Wait, is it? Where's Barrow? Where is Barrow? We'll come back to the map in just a sec when we've updated the scores. Because we've got 3-0 Southampton. 2-1 to the mighty Barrow. £200. Oh, get in, lad. Gamble responsibly when the fun stops. Get in, lad. Barrow 2-1. Southampton 3-0. What was the other one? It was Villa. Villa had got their fourth. Really sealed that off. No coming back now for Bolton. Is there? But yeah, in answer to your question, I know I like to ramble, but in all honesty, I just kind of know how to hold my phone. I mean, like Coventry away, like I said, I drunk that bottle by 10 o'clock. I was absolutely battered by the time I got into ground because it was quite emotional, obviously. When I said I was a bit gutted, I was obviously a bit gutted, kind of like that. I don't have to explain it. I was massively gutted, really. Obviously, what had happened with Daz. Palace have doubled their lead in the last minute, and so have Brentford. We'll just pencil that in just a sec. It's not a game changer, but yeah, I was really massively gutted to hear the news about Daryl. Obviously, he was a friend, and it was awful what happened. And I was kind of a bit gutted in the sense that I'd not. I made a tweet to get an applause going in the 30th and 31st minute, and I was kind of a bit gutted in the back of my mind that it wasn't going to be seen by enough people. That enough people wasn't gonna have Leicester just scored. Have Leicester just scored or something? No. But I was a bit gutted in my mind that maybe not enough people had seen it. And you know, it was a great gesture. 9 minutes later, Toffolo scores, and just seen Bournemouth have just equalised in the last minute as well. Stockport should have scored. We're hearing so Palace, Bournemouth, and Brentford have all just scored. Bournemouth sending that game to penalties. Who scored? Brentford and Palace doubling their leads, respectively. Yeah, so it was a sad day. I thought I'll have a couple of drinks, got a bit silly, didn't it? Toffolo scored, and I just went flying down the stairs. Like Coventry's, we were stood on the back, stood at the back, The only game that I could say was steeper was Reading. Reading was like that, whereas Cov was like that, bit more, bit less, not as steep. But even so, me and about 4 of us were right on the back, and we just went flying when the goal went in on the concrete and the lot. Like, I've still got a scar on the side of like my torso from looting away when I went flying. But oh, it was just absolute scenes, and I just hold on to that phone for dear life. So, in answer to your question, mate, it's don't go anywhere. Stevenage smash and grab against Peterborough. They've kicked Peterborough right out. Aidan says, "Was you drunk at Wembley?" I did try to be. I did have enough to be, but I didn't. I kind of sobered up by the time we got to the game because started really early. Went to Leeds, got the train down, but by the time we'd got to the ground, it kind of worn out. And penalties against Stockport. Oh, the camera's going down again. Someone did ask a question as well, saying, "Why didn't you ever buy a camera, or would you ever get one?" But there's just no need really for me. The phone does everything that it needs to be used for. Who's just scored? Please tell me you cashed out. Lincoln have done a Barrow on Barrow. That's ruined my night. Please tell me you cashed out. He's not typing, is he? Penalties against Stockport. Not looking good for Leicester, is it? Barrow's in. Yeah, I thought it were in Lake District, didn't it? Well, we're going to a game at some point anyway. God, he's really nowhere near here. We'll go to a game at some point. Let's hope we get a Mint Cup. Stockport's B team. P45 needs to be on his desk in his morning. P45. Is there any way to look at the penalties on Flash Score? Or... Oh, yeah, break time for Norwich, Bournemouth. Barrow, Lincoln, it's going to be penalties as well. Wow. Let's put that in the chat about Lincoln. That's naughty, that from Lincoln. Very naughty. But sometimes these things happen. We've seen it with Blackpool, not in the last minutes, but comebacks can come out of nowhere. Crawley, though, see you later to Fulham. And MK Dons, see you later to Watford. Who Watford got out? I don't know. They've got some decent players out. Oh, well, okay. They brought some decent players on. I wouldn't say MK Dons have played their best team, I don't think. Might have done. I'm not as clued up as on League One as I used to be. We're just now in break time. Well, I don't really think Stockport or Leicester need much of a break time with it being 0-0. They're not really done out, have they? Should just run straight to the spot, really, and get it over and done with. If you want, guys, we can do a special limited edition Brendan Rodgers stream where we talk about all his wonderful achievements for the club. how he's probably the best manager in the Premier League. He's going to get a couple of bites now. I'm just going to fall out with it. Oh, well. What a run to go for Leon Bailey. It is against Bolton, though. Villa running away with it. Why is it just showed the same goal twice? Hello, Sophie, don't write cash out. Oh, thank God. Thank you, thank God. Let's look at Dean's goal. Oh, it's so easy. Great run from Bailey. Oh, it is a great run. Oh, it's a great finish as well. He's placed it. He doesn't even need to hit it at all. Fair play. Penalties. Penalty number 1, but he's not told me who it's for. This is a bit frustrating, this. Don't hello, do. Hi, you better seen you a couple of times for games. Yeah, I'm not bad, Sophie. How are you? Right, so that's 1-1. Right, I'll sit. Okay, I get it now. Right, okay. That side's Bournemouth, that side's Norwich. Right, so Bournemouth took first. I'm going to stream the Leeds-Barnsley game. I don't know if you I don't know if you can see what's wrong with that, Emily. If you don't know what's wrong with that, I'll explain that we are programmed to hate Leeds. I'm not meaning this in a funny way towards you. You've more chance of me waking up tomorrow and going on a bus to Barrow and having a stadium tour and getting the full kit. I'm not joking, but no. In all seriousness, no, I won't really stream anything if it's Leeds or another Yorkshire team really. And it's 2-1 Bournemouth now on penalties. We're gonna have a look at Stockport Leicester though. Clean sheet, first time in 28 games. That can't be right. Oh my God. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? I wasn't being funny. I was just having a laugh. But no, I am going to do some more neutral streams, though. You are right about that. And I will be getting some neutral games soon enough when I get the time and if I can get the tickets. Penalty missed, Norwich. Good to know that you're doing okay, Sophie. Keep well. Yeah, Stockport are taking a while to start taking their penalties, trying to intimidate Leicester, although it's not going to take much, is it, really? They're the only 2 games on penalties, I believe. No, Gillingham, Exeter will be. Newport won't be because they smashed it. Barrow, Lincoln, what am I on about? We're going to have them all on at the same time. All the penalties. All the action. And it's live. Dun, 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 dun. 3-1 Bournemouth on penalties. Brad, what's your thoughts on Man United Liverpool yesterday? I'd take it with a pinch of salt because beating Liverpool in the state that they were in isn't exactly like, it's not an achievement, of course it is for United, but like they're not like on cloud 9 or out like they normally are. So I'd take that United performance with a pinch of salt because they're usually just nowhere near that level. Tielemans, Mr. Reliable. Next time I see you, come say hello. Please do, Sophie. Please do. And Stockport have missed their penalty. Leicester could be on their way to their first, and by the sounds of it, possibly only win of the season. Madison missed. Oh my God. Yeah, he'll score a free kick from 30 yards away against us twice in one season. Oh, don't worry, I remember. Both times. It's not letting me know about to do with Barrow. Barrow have scored their first one. Bit behind, aren't we? Barrow AFC. Hang on. Bournemouth 4-2 up on penalties. So now obviously if Norwich miss, Bournemouth advance. 1-1. Barrow link ups. It's not a bad team. No, I do think it is to do with the managerial situation, but I do think it is to do with the fact that they've lacked defensively. Obviously, the Fofana injury hasn't helped. Penalty missed, Barrow. They were doing so well. So Norwich have scored that. So now, if Bournemouth score their fifth and final penalty, it'll be all done at Carrow Road. Bournemouth, the Premier League side in that fixture, will be advancing to the next round. 2 Lincoln. Brad gives a C. I cannot do that. Crawley, pitch invasion, as they should. Can't do that because I don't support United and I don't want to. I'll do like a dare in next video if you want to know, like do a shot of Jaeger or something. For laugh. I'm a fun guy. Yeah, all done. Bournemouth advance. That's all done and dusted there. Wow, Barrow. Barrow. You've got to go through to the next round, Barrow. Messi or Ronaldo. Go watch the Breaking Brad podcast. You'll have your answer there. Oh my God, come on, Stockport missed both penalties now. If you don't win this, I actually think you deserve to be relegated if you don't win this, Leicester. I'm even staying behind to watch all the penalties. Just for you. And Barrow. Mainly for Barrow. Oh, and it's Harvey Barnes. Not with an equaliser, though. To go ahead. And Stockport finally scored a penalty and Leicester have missed another one. Still 2-1 Leicester. But now, if Stockport score, it's all level. Jose Perez, of course it is. What happened to him? He was so good for a couple of seasons. And his first season at Leicester, I thought he was quite good. And then he's just no idea what's happened to him. He's just kind of slowly just lost it. Has he lost it for Leicester as well? If Stockport score and Leicester miss again, they're in trouble. Are Barrow taking penalties or are they like throwing ball into the crowd? He's saying Barrow out. No, you're joking me. No, you're lying. You're lying. Barrow can't be out. Barrow deserve it more. It's Barrow. No, not having it. Appeal it. Appeal it. No, not having that. Sorry. No, Barrow, much better side. What's going on with Leicester? In fact, I'm going to not look at the chat here because I actually want to enjoy this. If they lose, this will be funny. What's going on? Is it going to Sports Direct to go buy a new ball or something? They lost it in one of the trees. Oh, I'll have to refresh this. This is awful. Well, it says no one's took a penalty in Stockport Leicester, so a bit lost there, aren't they? Yeah, confirmation. Barrow missed there. 3 penalties, and then because they missed 3, obviously, yeah, they just kept missing. It's Ruben Knight as that. Not good enough. Jose Perez with the, yeah, well, 3-2 Leicester. He's saying. Best stuff going on to this apart. And if you realize, I think it's already been Leicester through. Oh, yay! Well done, guys. Well done. You win a cookie. How are we going to win Saturday, do you think? Oh, I don't think so, no. I can't see it. Sorry, I'm just not feeling it, really. Can't see it. Can see a draw, maybe. But we'll see. I'll get it out on the preview. Rodgers saved. Yeah, he is. Gillingham Exeter, we're just waiting on that now. Huddersfield 2, West Brom 5. Same as last time. We're just going to see how Gillingham Exeter get on now. Well, it's 2-1 Exeter and Gillingham are on the second penalty. Two on West Brom, Emily says. I think Sophie agrees. We haven't had the best of starts. No, we really haven't. AB format. Yeah, do you remember when they did that stupid thing a couple of years ago where they got the first team to take a penalty and then the second team had to take 2 in a row? It was so dumb. Calvin Grant hat-trick 3-0. I'm glad we're all positive. What's taking so long? Are you joking? What's it doing with it? You're getting sacked in the morning as he applauds the away end. That is ridiculous, to be fair. Gillingham we're going to play tomorrow, by the sounds of it. 3-2 Exeter. 4-3 Exeter, sorry. Gillingham 4th penalty. Gillingham missed an Exeter score. Exeter progressed. I'm going to wrap this up really quickly after because I need to sleep soon. We're dying at half time and the fans kept me going. for all. Fair play. It's been a boring game in the scoreline, but not in the penalty shootout. If Exeter miss and Gillingham score, Gillingham obviously progressed. If Exeter score, Gillingham miss, vice versa. They both score sudden death. They both miss sudden death. Ultimate battle of nerves. Excuse me. Exeter have scored their penalty. The pressure now falls onto Gillingham to do the same. Jamal Blackman, formerly of Huddersfield Town, not in goal for Exeter, but on the bench. He will advance to the next round along with Exeter. Should Gillingham miss? Should Gillingham miss? Gillingham miss. They score. Sudden death. How long you been a Town fan, Brad? Always, really. I just started going when it was doable on a Saturday, when I didn't really have anything to do, or the commitments, that kind of thing. And when when it was affordable to go to home and away games and get a season card and the rest of it. Sudden death, Exeter on their 6th penalty. All 10 penalties gone in so far. I think we're due a miss. And Exeter just missed. Gillingham to advance to the next round. Who's got nerves of steel? Who's got what it takes? Put us out of his misery, please. Gillingham have scored. The last team of the last game. And Gillingham will be going through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And the series to go. I think it was. Yeah, we've all got those reasons. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I've had a lot of fun. And we've covered some brilliant games. Unfortunately, Barrow wasn't able to do it tonight. Likewise, Emily, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you on Thursday night for the West Brom preview. It isn't on Friday because I'm at Leeds Fest. So I will see you guys Thursday night for that preview if all goes well. All the best, everyone. Congratulations to Jack on that achievement. And I shall see you guys Thursday night, followed by a vlog on Saturday. And we'll see what's what on Sunday. We might have a stream or we might go and do smoke. We'll see. But we'll keep it all mysterious for now. See you later, everyone. Cheers, all the best. And I'll catch you Thursday and Saturday.